Have been betrayed and you are angry, I would like this to be a video for you. I'm going to talk about this from a spiritual side. So maybe you're angry at your partner, the affair partner, yourself, or, women on OF. Could be even if you're a man who's been cheated on, you're angry at your wife. But anger is poisonous and it rots our bones and it consumes our life when we allow it to fester. But I do want to acknowledge something that most Christians would probably find controversial, and that is that I don't believe your anger is a bad thing. Biologically, we need anger. We need anger to alert us when there's danger. We need anger to alert us when something's not right. And it is your body's way of saying, hey, this is not okay. It's when we fester on it and we allow it to take control of our lives that it is poisonous and it will rot every good part of us. There's things about myself that I love. I love my goodness, my kindness, my empathy. And when we allow anger to take control, all those things go away because we're not able to be that kind person. It darkens our heart. And essentially what ends up happening is we become the very people that we hate because our mind is so concentrated, our time is so concentrated on thinking about that person. It's like a loop that never ends. We want vengeance, we want justice, right? We want to see that person come to a terrible end because of all the emotional pain that they've caused us. But if we choose to be that person and not let go of the anger, then we're not going to be very kind people going forward, and we're going to be very cold, indifferent, numb people. And in order to keep our hearts safe, even though this probably feels contradictory, we have to let go and release that anger. Now, the Bible says, be angry and sin not. He actually is saying you can be angry, feel it, cry it, grieve it, let it go, like punch a punching bag or something, go for a long walk, run, whatever it is. Some people need to sleep it off, whatever it is, let that anger go. Scream in a pillow, write in a journal. But he says be angry. Because God did create us as human beings with emotions. And again, biologically, we need anger to alert us if something has violated us mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. We need that anger. And rage can often be a great tool to driving men and women who have allowed people to run over them their whole lives to finally stand up and say, enough is enough. So your anger can actually protect you. But when your anger consumes you, that's when it's not healthy. So he says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Your anger does not frighten God. Your anger probably would frighten people publicly. Like if you went up and you slapped somebody or you screamed in their face and somebody recorded it, to be like, whoa, what is wrong with that person, right? God knows your heart. He knows how you're screaming inside. Your anger does not frighten him. When we take our anger into the darkness and we allow it to consume us, it can lead us to a place where there's no hope and there's only despair. And I've seen it bring people to the point of just not even wanting to live anymore, to that level of despair. So when we bring things to the light and we ask God for help and we say, God, I can't hold this anger. It's too heavy for me to bear. I don't know what to do with it, but I can't seem to let go of it. And we just place it on him. You can yell and scream at God. He's not frightened by it. He's not going to run away when you come to him with all of your rage. In fact, he wants to sit in it with you. He wants to be the one to comfort you. He wants you to push into him with all of your might. And when we release our anger to him, something radical happens. When we start asking him why and we start listening in the stillness, and he starts answering us, and he will answer you if you sit and ask and you don't say anything and you just sit in a closet or a car and you just ask him why. He will answer you and he will give you the exact answer that you need. He wants to protect us, but so many of us have tried doing things independently, apart from him, not letting him in, having a wall up. And so people are like, well, why did God allow this to happen? Well, how many of us had a wall up the whole time? You know, how many of us really truly wanted God to help us when things seemed okay before affairs or OF? How many of us were truly, truly seeking Him? You see, the thing is that most of us have betrayed God the way that we're feeling betrayed. And I think the betrayed people that are listening to this, you can sense and understand God on a whole nother level that most people never will. You know, how many of us have said, I want to have a relationship with you, God. I want to talk to you. I want to have a friendship with you, but we don't actually put the work and effort in. When we're with our spouse, we want them to choose us. We want them to be honest with us. We would rather than be angry sometimes and just like get it out, like be honest with me. I would like to know the good, the bad, the ugly. That would be better than you lying to me, right? I hear so many women just say, I just want honesty. But we're not honest with God. I'm fine, God. I'm doing fine. I don't need you right now. I can handle this. But we can't. And we push God out, and all He wants is to have that intimacy and that relationship with us. You know, we don't view God as having emotions, as being somebody that cries and has sadness and anger and pain and hurt, but He does. And sin is just separation from God, you know. When we are angry, we choose to separate ourselves from God. We choose to go on a place that's alone and isolated. And He doesn't want that. He wants to sit in the pain with you. He wants to heal you. And truly, you know, emotional and physical and mental abuse are all horrible. But the worst one to have is spiritual abuse, because if you have spiritual abuse, it's very hard for you to have hope for the other three. And truly having a spiritual connection is the only thing that's going to bring you healing. Your spirit, more than anything, has been violated. And if your spirit can't heal, the rest of you is going to have a very, very, very difficult, if not impossible, road to find healing. For anger will consume your spirit. It will. And it will bring you to a very dark place. So when we release our anger to God, something radical happens, and we say, God, like, can you show me my partner as a child? Can you show me as a child? Can you show me how you see these people? Can you show me how their heart looks like? And you listen to those answers. You're not going to see your own perspective. You're going to see His perspective. And when I saw that, I tell you, I broke. It just broke me to see things from the lens of God, the fifth dimensional, essentially, lens of God, and how He could see everything. You know, you can see the cells in your body to the expansion of the universe. So it's not impossible that He's seen every single thing from you being formed in the womb to where you are now. And not only you, but the affair partner, the OF girls, the cheaters, you know, and you as a betrayed. He sees the whole picture, and He's the only one who sees the 1% out of this for you to have healing. He's the only one who sees a path forward for you to have the happy ending you're looking for. And sometimes that's not always you reconnecting back with your partner. Sometimes it's setting you free from your partner who refuses to change and giving you something better. He's always going to give you something better if you trust Him. Always going to give you something better than what you had before. That was a promise He made me. I could not understand why God had allowed this to happen. And coming full circle, I see my own story come to fruition. I see that what I had was broken, and I see that He had to bring it to light in order to fix it. And had it remained in the shadows, it never would have been fixed. And we absolutely would not be able to share our story today to help other people. So bring your anger to God. It doesn't frighten Him.